the information on energy. No, I don't want to do it.
It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
What's up, guys? Master Styles here. Welcome you back to Inside Gaming, your go-to source for all things Eternal Evolution. No update, right? Seemed like it. I don't think I saw it. If you saw it, let me know down in the comments, because I just opened the game and everything was there, right? Twilight Lands is back. The only other event they got going on is Hyperdimensional Link, where we get a free copy of Warden's Memory Disc. Just gotta play through the game, right, for the next week or so, right? And you'll get a free copy there. The other events are running. They also have Pyramid Adventure. Strangely enough, I don't have enough of the Divine Prototype tickets. I don't know what happened there. Normally I have over at least 120. Maybe I missed something or I just didn't do that well, right? But that is what it is. I'm going to go straight into Twilight Lands here, see what they got going on. And they give us another 34. Okay. And then you get 20 advanced, you get 20 limiteds. And I think that's that. What are the prototypes? You get Titan Hammer. You also get Impulsive Annihilation. And of course, Horn of Healing. Not bad. Not bad. Horn of Healing is like general. You'll end up either getting a couple copies of that through Twilight Lands. Titan Hammer is great for your tanks. And of course, Impulsive Annihilation is great for your vanguards. So here, we'll pick a team in a second. What do they have going on over here? They have Impulsive Annihilation. At least it matches up with what you're going to get. Let's click this here. And then go into here, see what they got for the top 5. So they give you the middle prototype, Emerald Prism. The one thing that makes that Baragian, what is it? Exotic Expedition, so OP, right? It's because of that Emerald Prism, which is very annoying. But a lot of Vanguard stuff here. Not bad. Actually, I completely missed what the other thing is. The Hurricane Mask, that's for your assassins. So if you get in the top 5, you'll get a Hurricane Mask. Not too crazy there, but let's get to it. Let me pick the team and we'll see how far we can go, right? Also, on the side here, you can't see it, but I have my spreadsheet open, right? So I already know the numbers in terms of how much damage I need to do. We don't have information on the Vanguards and we don't have the information on the tanks. So I'm going to go against the tanks here, right? Just to fill out the spreadsheet. So of course, let's go over a prototype. So we're using 4 damage increase with some crit rate, right? It'll help out the energy heroes too. We have 2 of the lifesteal and of course some extra protection for the summoners. Not like they really need it. HP increased to your shielding and healing and reduction to range damage. Very simple there, right? So the goal here is to see how much damage, right, we need to do for the tanks. So we'll fill out that information too. So if you need information on how much damage you're going to need to do on a particular boss, right, between the selections, we have that there in my spreadsheet. So let's go and see. Because if we put Dorelli in here, it's just going to be quick, right? Yeah, it really will be. Yeah, it's going to be quick. It really is. We ran through this very fast last time. Okay, so here we go. Let's look at the damage. Gotta be careful. Not really. So it said, what is that? 9.9 billion. I'm actually collecting all this data too while I'm at it, right? But for the summoners, it would actually be 53 billion. So it's actually more easier to go the summoner route. The summoner bond, I said summoner route. All right, so we have the information on that. We'll move on. Next up, we have generalists. We have the information for generalists. We also have the information for energy, but we don't have assassin. So we're gonna have to go with the assassin. And that's my thing. I'm trying to complete this here. For actually, I'll give you the numbers too. For this one, the generalists would most likely be the easiest because it's only 26 billion. And for the energy, it's around 700 billion but we'll go here and fill out this information. Let's just go through the assassin one real quick to fill out the thing. So next time I do this, right, I will go the Vanguard route and fill out that information. So for the assassins, it's actually not that much, 53 billion. Okay. All right, so moving on, right? Because the fights are so quick, there really isn't much to commentate about. All right, so generalist is 33 billion. We don't have Vanguard information. We don't have assassin information. So we'll go with the assassins here, and then next season we'll go with the Vanguards, right? So this one should be very. They're just gonna run through this stuff. This is just a joke at this point, right? So it's 67 for assassins. And this is just to help out the players that, maybe for you, this is tough, right? Depending on where you are, your account, it could be tough. So 67 there, we already know this one here. This one is 155 billion damage you need to do. Let's see how fast we run through this one. This would be interesting. Because I remember this one used to be tough, right? This one used to be so annoying to deal with. Let's turn off his thing there and see. Are they still gonna struggle with this one? Because we still need to get someone in the middle. I think that's the hardest part. Where is the Amat? Oh, there it is. That's what we were waiting on. Once the storm comes out, it's pretty much a wrap. So it's less now. I said 55, but apparently it varies, right? I guess it depends on how much damage you do. It's a little bit less. Okay, all right, less than I thought. So in this one, we have the information for tanks, we have the information for the summoners, and we don't have energy. So we're probably gonna have to go energy, unfortunately. So for the tanks, you need at least 243 billion. For summoners, it's only 130 billion. So we gotta go energy here. And of course, going energy is annoying because it's a lot of damage. You're gonna have to take out these ones, but again, it's still early, right? It's just the ads. Could have switched over to bug gear, but again, we can attack the boss directly and do damage to him, or her, I should say, not him. But the bugs are annoying to take care of. So let's see the number here, and of course, this is going to vary. So we have almost 1 trillion. My goodness, look at the difference. I'll go over the numbers again. You'll see the difference between going energy bond over going summoner and tanks. In that situation there, the summoner bond was a lot easier to go in terms of the damage you need to do, right? So now we're moving on. For this one, we don't have the assassin information. The summoner bond, you only need to do 160 billion. And for the tanks, you need to do 304 billion damage to clear it. So let's get this going. And all of this information will be there on the spreadsheet. So go check it out, right? I think assassin bond's very easy. 130. It's actually the easiest one if you can survive. It's only 131. So that one was fairly simple. It's 18 right now. 18 at this point is very simple, right? And of course, we have this one. This one goes from 700 billion to 2 trillion plus. But let's just see how we do here. I think the biggest part here is just getting out Amat's Amat's large alligator, but I don't even think the alligator is even gonna get out. No. And I was wrong again. As you can see, the numbers need to be updated because when you're taking it out so fast, I'm gonna actually adjust that. Wow, that was fast. Oh my goodness, I wasn't even paying attention to the time. Okay, so for this one, we have the generalist information. We also have the Vanguard information. We don't have energy. And we'll do a comparison here. So if you win the generalist route, it's only 102 billion. For the Vanguard route, it's 110. I can see this one being close to maybe 1 trillion, right? Because the other one was almost at 1 trillion, right? I hate that I have to go these energy routes. It just takes so long. Remember when 16 used to be a race to see who can clear it faster, right? Yeah, see, it's already over 1 trillion. Yeah, I figured that. I knew it. Because if the other one was so close to 1 trillion, And this one definitely is going to be that. And it could be more, right? I don't suggest you go this route. I just don't. It takes too long. We would have already cleared 19-2 already at this point, right? So almost 2 trillion. Wow. 1.8 trillion. That's crazy. Why? I get that ads are being summoned, but man. So that's that there. We're just going through 18. For this one, we're only missing the assassins. I'll tell you the number. So 42 billion for Vanguards. You need to do 593 billion damage against the tanks. So we'll go assassins here. Assassins is probably around 250, maybe. I'm guessing. I'm gonna just throw a number out there. Why not? Just throw a number out there and see. They're just gonna run through this. I think the real challenge will probably start around what, 20? 250? Maybe I was right. Let's see. Okay, getting close. 256. Not a bad guess. I said 250. That was pretty close, right? Gotta hit the like button for knowing those numbers, man. If there's anything I do is know numbers. So 256. That's not bad, but in that situation, the Vanguard route would be easier if you could survive, right? So now we have the Summoner boss. This is gonna be even quicker, right? This should be like 5 seconds or 10. Let's see. Watch the time here. One pop from Deji, the foxes. Here we go. 1. Okay. 10. It was 10 seconds last time. We're doing worse. I think that time we had on bug gear for Daji. That's why. And yeah, this one we know it's around 750 to 800 billion. That we already knew. So now we're moving on to 19. So let's see our reward we get for clearing 18. Wow, that's all we get. that's just very crazy to me. Okay. All right. So 19. For 19, what do we have? We have generalists. We don't know the information in terms of how much damage we need to do. We also have energy. I don't want to do energy. I don't. I really don't. I don't want to. I don't. Give me a second here. I don't want to. I don't. And it's 2 energies in a row. Yeah, we have to. Just to get it out the way. Oh boy, here we go. Can we clear it? That's the other thing. And I think 19-2 was the most difficult energy one, right? But at least we get a breather at 19-3. We already have the information, all of that. So if the other ones were too, oh my god, I'm looking at maybe about 5 trillion here. Yeah, I could see it because the boss didn't go down there, and there's gonna be another set, right? Boss is dead. Okay, so it's not gonna be 5. Okay, I was wrong. Okay, cool. I'm glad I was wrong, right? 3.4 trillion. My goodness. Whew. Wow. Okay. So let's put that one in the books. Don't go this route. Just don't do that to yourself, please. But again, we're still not at a place where we're being troubled, right? So this was the infamous one, 19-2. We have the information for the assassin side, but we don't have the Vanguard. I think in terms of this one here, the Vanguard one is tough to deal with because a lot of people get stuck here. This is a bottleneck for a good amount of people because what ends up happening is that you can't get past the Vanguard one because of the Lukes, right? The Lukes are annoying to deal with. The energy part is tough to deal with because you have to do so much damage. And then you have the assassin one where you're gonna end up getting melted. This ends up being a bottleneck for a lot of players. Let's go energy, right? I know. Because again, if I don't do it now, I'm gonna have to do it the next time, right? We have everything we need. We can do it, right? I could skip it, but I don't want to skip it. We're gonna play through it and see. Look at Deji. She's already at 1 trillion. My goodness. Amat don't even get started till way later. Like Amat's damage. Look at it. Where is she? She's not doing anything. Her damage, but then her damage starts to ramp up, where it just gets crazy. Where's Serve? Serve's up front. She's fine. I'm not really worried about her dying. Even if she does die, she does have what you call it, revive there. So 4.1 trillion, right? It could be higher than that, right? There's a 5 trillion, but I think it's a little bit higher than that because depending on if you decided or if you're crazy enough to actually attack this thing, depending on how long it takes you to take out the ads, there could be more ads, so the damage may go up. So we'll put that one in the books for another 5 trillion. My goodness, 5 trillion. Oh, wow. All right, so moving on. Now we have another one here, which we already have the information for this. Tanks are 1.4 trillion. Journalist is 284 billion damage that you need to do. Summoners 777 billion damage that you need to do. We'll go generalist because it should be quicker, right? It's a quicker one to do. Generalist is generally the easier one in this situation, but if you have your summoners built out, you can go the summoner route too. But the biggest thing here is a boss, right? The damage that the boss is gonna do. But once we tap him, oh, that's what I thought I had Sir Valley for some reason, and thing just died there. Deji actually died. Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, Deji actually just died there. That was scary. I almost lost Deji. I do have a reset, and thing died. I didn't even see that. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so we lost Akai. Unfortunate. No, we lost Seikai. Oh man, I wasn't paying attention to that because I realized that Deji actually died in that. Wow. Okay. So we lost a teammate. Okay. Unfortunate there. Wasn't paying attention. And that one we already had the information for. So for this one here, we need to do 1.7 trillion. The biggest problem here is going to be what? Being able to. Well, we have Wukong too. So Wukong will help out with the reduction, right? And I think the problem here, I should have made an adjustment there. The thing is, if you have two enemies, right, and you put Daji in the front, the foxes, they split off on themselves. They go for the separate targets. So in this one, you can see that they're primarily focused on the one whale on the top side over there. So now we'll come back, and they steal energy too, which is great. So this one is a bottleneck too. Yeah, the whales are very annoying to deal with. But again, we have the information on this one. The next ones are going to be annoying because I need Akai. I do. That's annoying to deal with. I didn't even see that. Yeah, I'll definitely go the assassin route. I'm without her. Not that I necessarily need her, but the additional AoE damage that she gives. Yeah, 1.7 trillion. It's always the same, which is great. It doesn't really change there, which is great, right? So in this situation, for the summoner bond, it's 1.1 trillion. For assassin, we don't know. Energy, we don't know. And I just don't trust going that route without that. We could put Connor possibly. He'll help out to protect the team. In this situation, we'll still bring Wukong because we need the information for this one. Unfortunate there, right? But let's just see what we got. I was not expecting the boss to actually get that attack off. What could have helped was Emma, so we could have pushed the things back, the enemies back. Akai's taking a lot of damage here. Actually, I need to pay attention because I'm here thinking they're completely protected, but they do end up taking damage. So there we go. We have the information for the assassin bond, and we're good now. Let's see. And the reason why I do this is just for the spreadsheet. So at least when you come on here, you get some options. You know which route to go, right? Do you make it this far? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. All right, for this one, I have to go Vanguard because we already have the Generalist. Generalist is 607 billion, and then tanks jumps up to a whopping 2.8 trillion that you need to do. Wow. Okay. All right. So here we go. We'll do this one. The Lukes could be annoying. They could be very annoying to deal with. I'm very concerned when Luke casts his ultimate. keep him stunned. Thing is dead. Dead already? Like she's not coming back? Oh, okay. I was like, what is happening here? Maybe we might need to pull out Servali, right? The damage is going up. I have to keep an eye on her. But she died already once. And it's weird because she died and then she didn't revive. Oh my goodness. Okay. We lost Wukong. Is he coming back? Got a few seconds. Oh, he's back. Okay. And what is killing us? Man, I think Servali might be the way to go going forward because the damage that's being outputted by the boss here is ridiculous. Right? It's just when he does that. And to think he's an elite, right? No, he's oh, wait. Dodgy shouldn't be dead, right? Is she dead? Or she came back? That's the other thing about the summoners that's ridiculous. The mere fact that they can just, revive is ridiculous. And I'm scared here. I am very scared. Like, because that blade that he throws out is just so broken, right? Okay, so we have the information for Vanguards. I'm never going that route again. Never. I would never go that route. Summoners would have been easier. No, Generalist. Generalist is always the better route to go, especially when you get the additional protection. So we'll go with 5.5 billion damage for the spreadsheet, right? Might as well. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna bring out Connor here because it's the same problem, right? Yeah. Let's just see. No, actually, I want Sir Valley. No, we should be good. Let's just see. We know that this one is 8.6 trillion damage that we need to do to get going. The problem with them is just the jump. Like the jump that they do is just annoying, right? That jump right there is where it becomes annoying, right? It's just so obnoxious to deal with. This is the other side of a mod that I don't like. Like it takes her so long to get going, right? Like finally, like we had to wait that long. But all we need to do is 8.6 trillion. Like it's a joke, right? That's a lot of damage. And actually, let's just make Akai on manual here because again, the boss is just jumping all over the place and we can at least get some additional damage and interrupt them from jumping all over the place, right? That would make sense. So already we're at 3.6 trillion, right? A lot of targets for the boss to lock onto, so they get a little distracted. It's starting to get tough. I can feel it, right? Because, in the other ones, we were losing heroes. Like, before that, we weren't even getting touched, right? Where we at? 19-7? Yeah, it should be tough, right? Man, okay. But we make it to 20. I'm not going to go any further than that, right? Let me know. Let me know if you want me to continue. And we'll continue tomorrow. Right, unfortunately there. Yeah, but again, here it's them two. These two just literally just makes the game so much simpler, right? PvE at this point, what difficulty is there, right? I think Twilight Lands is the final frontier in terms of difficulty, right? And I think somebody's gonna clear it, right? I really think someone would clear chapter 20. Because even in that situation, we got it done, right? We already have the information for that. It's actually the wrong information. Let's update that there, because we had 8.7 and we had 8.6 in the book. So for this one here, oh my God, I don't want to do it. I don't have the information on energy. I don't have the information on energy. No, I don't want to do it. I really don't want to do that. Without Seikai, we'll try it. If we don't do it, then it is what it is. I don't want to bring Connor. Who could we bring? Let's see here. Who could we bring that would help us to do more damage? But that's gonna kill us off, right? Ah, boy. Actually, let's bring him. I want to bring him and put him. Well, he's gonna end up dying, right? He's annoying. He's very annoying. Well, the reason why I'm bringing him is because I just want to get her going. Like, can you cast the ultimate, Amat? Thank you. Want to get her going very fast, right? So that's 2, right? Want to get the thing out there early and fast, right? Let's get it out there quick. It should be out there. Put it back onto her. I don't know where anything is, and I'm probably gonna end up losing Rez in this fight because he's just. Why is the alligator all the way over there? I don't know. Can you move into the fight, my boy? Right? Yeah, I think Red's gonna end up dying. This thing is just insane. Like, what is this? Akai. Might as well open this up so he can do more damage and interrupt some of this. Pull them in. Get them into one spot. The boss is taking literally no damage. Literally no damage. I don't think this thing is possible. My goodness. What? Look at this. Are you seeing this? Yeah, this is not possible. This is not possible. No, it's not. No, it is not. We are at, oh my goodness. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave this up to Jason. Jason, if you can beat this one, please get the information for this. Nope. As you can see, even the game was like, no, you're not doing that. It even crashed either way. So again, let's actually go to the easier one. Would be assassins. We could put tanks. I don't even want to face the tanks. Let's put back in Wukong and it'll help out there. What could help here is Emma. Emma actually helps here, knocking him back, right? So we can get to the boss. We want to get to the boss there. But I just put Wukong in there for the mere fact that, you know, he's going to do his ultimates and he has execution too, of course. But this situation, we just need to get rid of these additional ads. Well, they're not ads, but elites. Get them out the way. They're distracting. Somebody's up. Here we go. The first beam is coming. Yep. Oh, maybe not. It's close. I want the fox on them. Yep. The beam's gonna hit at some point. No, we're close. But again, that energy bond. No, I don't think so. I'm all set. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. But if you beat that one, please let me know the numbers. My goodness, that thing, the boss was not moving at all. 1.5. So we need to update that. We have 1.8 here. It's actually 1.5 trillion damage right here. So updating the spreadsheet, but for the energy piece, no, I'm not doing that. No, I am not. For this one too, we also have the Vanguard information missing. I'm not beating that because I was already struggling with the other Vanguard situation, right? Maybe if we put Connor in there instead, we'll try it just to see, right? The problem is Luke. The Luke's in the back. Actually, you know what? Since I want to do something here because they're the biggest problem. Let's switch you and go here. Can we knock them back? We should be able to, right? No, we cannot knock them back. That's unfortunate. The Lukes in the back are just disgusting to deal with. My goodness. And I gotta be careful here. The sand's up, okay. But the damage, we still have the additional protection from Connor, and we also have the fishes. So that should help. But the damage that we're doing is not that great. Look at Connor just melting. He's about to die. Connor's about to die. That's crazy. What is killing him? Who knows? Right? Police here. Even if the foxes die, they just make the, whatchamacallit, give the crocodile more energy to cast more ultimates, cast more sand. But it's okay, right? I think they can. Oh, yeah. So we lost Connor there. I was gonna say I think they were getting distracted by something. Something was distracting them. Maybe if we had Akai, we could do a lot better here. But for right now, I'm not going this route. And I'm not going to use my reset on this one, right? So we'll go. We haven't done anything summoner related yet, right? We should be able to run through this. Could have bought somebody else, but Connor would be all right. We gain the additional protection, right? This one here is actually how much? Where we at? 2.7 trillion damage that we need to do. We should get it done, and then we'll clear what 19-10, hopefully, right? Look at that melt! My goodness, just melting. Wow. 19 dash. Actually, I'm gonna use Wukong because he removes shields, right? Unlike Orton, that's only removing 50% of shields. Think about that. Ain't that crazy? Only removing 50% of shield. Who thought of that foolishness? All right, kind of get out. We'll put you here. The bigger thing here is the unicorns, of course. They're annoying to deal with. Sir Valley could be good here too, right? It's just knocking the boss down too. Actually, we should put Daji in the front so we can split up the foxes because they're gonna lock onto what? The same target. Yeah. Actually, I want to try that. Let's see. Because I want the foxes to split off of themselves. They'll go after both, right? Yeah. Let's get them splitting off of each other. I think Sir Valley may be a better choice here. Yeah. Because of the additional protection. But she also kills off everything. I wish she would do that much damage to the enemy summoners. Like, to how much damage she do to our summoners is just crazy, right? So Amat's cooking, right? Gotta watch the damage of the heroes because I'm very comfortable right now in terms of not paying attention to the damage that they're taking. Can we knock the boss down? Wukong, go cross your ultimate, please. We can do some damage to him. But the thing about this one is that if you take out the boss, it's over, which is great. Some fights you still have to take on the ads. How much damage we need to do? 2 trillion. And Wukong took a big chunk of damage there. Akai is dead. I think primarily he's dead because... no, I don't want to move on. I need Akai for his additional effect. So what we're going to do, we're going to switch, right? Let's go with Serve here because we need the additional protection. And we need to let Wukong let Akai do what he do, cast his ultimates. Because we do have lifesteal. There we go. That's the one I'm looking for. Lifesteal in there. Who is that that's melting there? The foxes. The foxes are melting like crazy. Right? And that's a problem too with having this because Wukong, I think Wukong's summons, they end up dying too, right? Or clones. Clones are considered summons, right? That's nuts. But the protection from Sir Valley, we can even use what's his name here, Canis, just to get us bigger. Not even so much for the HP increase, damage output, but to just get us bigger so we can be protected. And did we melt through that thing? No, but we did. Wow, we actually melt through his shield. Think about how crazy that is. That's how much damage we're doing. And when he's down like that, we do extra damage to him, which is great. So again, it's doable, right? You can one-shot this without the Akai and all of that, but all the additional stuff, it helps, right? He's gonna end up putting up his shields. The unicorn ends up not even being a problem because you can't really do nothing to us because we have a full HP and we have full shield protection, which is nuts. So unicorns are gonna end up dying here, right? Now it's just us against the boss. Wukong will knock off the shield off of him, remove the shield, not 50% like Orton does. I'm gonna keep saying that because that makes no sense. I was reading that. I didn't even want to cover it. But the boss is down. We're down to 20% and 18 now. We can get it done, right? Nice. 1.5. This is all Amat. Nothing from Deji, interestingly enough. Okay. It's the Amat show. Okay. And that's the end of that, right? That's a wrap. Should be done here. one more attack, get him out of here, and it's 2 trillion damage that you need to do. So there we go. We clear 18 and 19 all in one sitting. Got some information for the spreadsheet, and of course, some of them are just not doable. Energy still not doable at higher levels, but that is that there. We'll leave it at that. 20. Let me know if you want me to. You gotta let me know fast, right? Because I still want to clear this stuff, right? So as you can see, first one, I don't think anybody's gonna get to 20, really, right? Let's collect all the additional stuff that we get and leave it at that, right? Actually, I want to go back and see how much I accumulated through all of that. Wrong recruitment, and we go to here. We have 94. Okay, we'll do 2. We'll do 2 pulls here and see. We should get 1 here, and then we'll leave it at that. Not really what I wanted. Not really at all. All right, we'll just keep going. Let's just keep going. Ooh, okay. Keep them coming. We're at least gonna get 3. You know that. Nothing. Okay. Man, I wish it was a thing, but okay. So we got 3 out of that. That was pretty good. 3, and let's even this out because it's bothering me. Okay. So we ended up getting 3 new fusion chips. Nice. 2 for Vanguards, 1 for Summoners. Love that. Okay. But again, these 2, it's just crazy. These 2, Amat and Deji together in Twilight Lands, they're just gonna run through it. You know. And if I had Amat at Awaken 8, it would just be even more crazier. And Awaken 10, Daji would be speed notch. Imagine having both of them at Awaken 10. You're pretty much running through everything in PvE, right? A full summoner team, right, could pretty much clear everything. If you put Serve, Durelli, Amat, Daji, and potentially Anpu, right, or whichever other additional summoner you want, depending on the situation, you could pretty much beat everything, right? So if you made it as far in the video, the word of the day is actually summoners. It's summoner evolution. You're destroying everything in PvE, right? If you're new around here, make sure you hit the subscribe button for updates, guys, tier lists, and walkthroughs. And of course, go check out the spreadsheet. We just added the new information for Twilight Lands. I don't have 16, so if you have the information for 16, let me know down in the comments, or if you're in the Discord, share it there. For those that are rocking with me, let me know how you feel about the duo, right? Best duo in PvE. Without further ado, I want to thank you for watching. Till the next video, peace.